Now, let me start this video by saying congratulations to the people of Senegal and the newly elected and sworn in president of Senegal, Bashir Diomaye Faye. It's really, really interesting to see that democracy is thriving in that place, and the people are bent on making it work. The system too of Senegal is bent on making it work, and that is why there was no compromise with the courts and everything, unlike that of Nigeria. Trust me, Nigeria's president was actually there, and he has come to receive a lot of fire, because from the Senegal media, we are hearing that he arrived late, and Nigerians had a lot to say about that. I'm showing you the whole thing up so that you can actually see it. Nigeria had a lot to say about that, and very, very, very nasty comments that are really, really funny, and you will have a great laugh. But that's not basically what I want to depend on today, or want to build on today. I want to quickly start by saying that Asari Dokubo has come out to give a very strong warning to the Nigerian military and tell them that cease whatever you are doing in the Niger Delta, because I feel that it is because of me you guys are doing that, because I exposed you. But I can tell you that the Ijaw people you are killing today do not forgive. They will also take their own pound of flesh, and by that time, it will never be nice. We are not afraid of you, but please, this is not the right way to go. He has made it very, very open, and he said it without fear of favor. In fact, stating where he was and stating how the military had sent, some gunboats to his own residence and all that, and his own gunboats were ready. And he just made it very clear. I'm going to be showing you that video because it's really, really good. You see it, and then you get to know what he was trying to say. There is serious tension brewing right now in the south over the activities that are carried out by the Nigerian military after the death of those 20 or 17, I can't remember, soldiers that were allegedly there for peace mission, because we don't know the real story. So I'm not going to put my mouth around it, because I don't have the facts on ground. But there are a lot of people that were saying they had their ulterior motives there, and that was why the event happened. And the military are coming to say we sent them there for peace mission, so let us just believe that it was peace mission, and things got really, really messy. Now, is it really nice to actually go for a reprisal attack? And when going for a reprisal attack, you didn't fish out those people that the culprits of the whole thing and mess them up. You are going to go and raid the whole village to show that it's really bad. And for once I agree with what Asari Dokubo is saying in this point. But before I go further, let me quickly show you that there is serious tension in Rivers State again. Tension really, really brewing very strong, as FUBARA is set to be impeached. Now, the weakest loyalists of the assembly, the State House of Assembly, have come out to say he is not following our rules. We are giving him warnings, because this time around there will be no looking back in what is happening. Let me quickly show you a snippet of that video, and then when we come back, we'll continue. Please watch.
These new hawks in the scene, and all those who are quick to refer to the governor as Mr. Innocent, will not go and advise him. They prefer to hold talk shows, organize rallies, hold press conferences, and announce that the House commenced impeachment proceedings against the governor for no just cause, but fail to ask the governor if he has not been informed of the particulars of gross misconduct. They are not asking him, leveled against him, or at least read them when they were filed in court in response to his petition. The governor had gone to court to say he didn't do anything. What the impeachment, the particulars of gross misconduct by this House were filed in court. They were sent to him. But oftentimes you see them every day, they say governor didn't do anything. Member just rose, decided to impeach the governor. There was no reason, but the governor is aware of the reasons. They sent it to him. If you say he didn't also receive, did he not also read the one that it was filed in court? He took us to court. We filed it in court in response to his petition. But each time they gather, their only slogan, which is what they are telling those who are moving from AJ to AG, is to be lying against the assembly. The assembly try to impeach the governor without an offense. Can that be possible? Infractions on the law on the part of the governor has become a huge problem. A lot of people are called to say, what are you going to do? We won't carry arms and wait for the governor on the road. Neither are we going to carry whips to go and whip him in government house. Certainly not. Our actions will certainly be guided by the provisions of the 1999 Constitution as altered. We look at the Constitution, we look at our laws. What does the law say we should do? In the course of this press conference, we have told you that if impeachment becomes a last resort, we will go back to it. Yes. Those who are saying the governor is innocent, he didn't do anything, tell us what he did. We have been telling them what the governor has been doing. They are not talking.
Now you've seen it, right? You've seen it. I keep saying it. I say the people I pity are the people of Rivers State, because this tussle is going to take a toll of them. These are two elephants trying to fight, and the grass will definitely suffer. The problem is that the time FUBARA is supposed to have to actually, carry out his own plans, carry out his own activities in the state, make sure that the state is running well, make sure that there are projects that are going on and all that. This situation is slowing it down. And before you know, boom, it's another season of campaign for the next election. And he would have achieved nothing. Wike is deliberately messing up with that state so that this one ends up achieving nothing. And then I don't know whether FUBARA have seen it or not, but that is the case. Now, the loyalists of Wike in the assembly are also trying as much as possible to hold, to mess around with the movement, the smooth movement of governance in the state, so that the man ends up becoming frustrated. And it's quite unfortunate that the people will be at the receiving end of this. I feel that it's time the people of the state decide, stand up and say, "Look, this is our governor. We've had enough." Because the truth is, we can't keep running through this cycle. The Supreme Court had already said, "Okay, you are the one that won the election and all that." I know that there are proceedings for actually, all those things. You go pass a bill to the House and all that, the regulations and everything that is supposed to be followed and all that. But with the tussle, how is it that since they are loyal to Wike, there will be some level of frustration they are giving to FUBARA? And whether we like it or not, it is there. So the question is, what is the way forward? What's the way forward? The people are at the receiving end. Proper development will not happen in that state because of the fact that a lot of tussles, a lot of trying to buy people to your own side and all that happen. That's why if you go to that state, they literally spend their time doing rallies and all that, organizing communities, explaining blah blah blah, this one canceling this one, that one canceling that one, and at the end of the day, the people are at the receiving end of this. And that is where the whole problem is. Anyway, let me show you the video. Let's get back to what Asari Dokubo said, finish it up, and then we'll come and wrap this whole thing up. Please watch.
You cannot collectively punish people for the crimes of a few people. You cannot collectively punish people. You cannot go to Okwama and destroy it because some few people in Okwama killed military men. Everybody know the job people. The job people don't forgive people. They don't forgive people. When you harm them, whether you like it or not, they will extract their debt from you. They will extract their debt from you. And at that time, something that is preventable, something that ought not to exist, the peace that we are enjoying will be broken. Let us not take it that because it happened in A location, it is also going to happen in B location. Why will a country enjoy killing our citizens? Why will a country enjoy killing our citizens? I just broke my fast. I've not even eaten. Before I went for prayer, I was told that these two gunboats came and parked opposite my house, opposite my jetty, for about 30 minutes. And about 7 of my boats were also parked at my jetty. They stayed for about 30 minutes and they drove towards Abonima.
Now you've seen it, right? Yes. Basically, this is how he came out and he gave it to the military straight up. And then, one of the things I feel that is the driving force of what is actually happening in that place is oil. Everybody wants to go to the Niger Delta as a security agent because you believe that's where you make your own 2 cents, extra 2 cents. And it's funny how that the people that are the ones that are in the land are also trying their possible best to also get their 2 cents. So there's crisis everywhere. And I believe that the military are not the ones to solve. If they say they went for a communal to bring resolution to a communal crisis and all that, I feel that the military are not the best to actually do that kind of a job. And then you going out to go and say, okay, let us level a whole community because it's from that community we had that people die. This is barbaric. If they did that, it's totally wrong. Because how do you kill innocent people that have done nothing to you because of the fact that your soldiers died? Obasanjo did that. Ask him the after result of the whole thing. Even after the court said, okay, yes, the government is at fault and they're supposed to pay these people, compensate them and all that. It created monsters in the south, in the Niger Delta. Monsters. That was when we had militancy at its highest. And that is why you hear Asari Dokubo saying, the Ijaws don't forgive. Whatever you do to them, even though it's 20 years to come, they will take back their own pound of flesh. And when they do, it's not going to augur well. And that is why it's good to apply wisdom when you are dealing with situations. Yes, these men died brutally. And it's a terrible thing to hear. Because it's not something that's supposed to be happening. Military men are not supposed to be killed like that. They sacrifice a lot for this, for us to be okay, for the country to be safe. But at the end of the day, how do you now deal with this situation without creating some more monsters at the end of the day? Because if you have guns, there are some of them that have guns too. And that is why I keep saying, I say the biggest problem of Nigeria is that these people at the top have not sat down to tell themselves, okay, how do we deal with the crisis of this country? The Northerners have been shouting, the military cannot solve the issue of Boko Haram and banditry. In the Southeast, the IPOB and everything cannot be solved by going to go and kill them or trying to search for them. You cannot use fight to solve fight. You know they work. Because these same people where they fight, they get the equipment where you get. So tomorrow if you attack them, they will leave it to rest and they will go back to attack you. That's why tomorrow you hear in the southeast, so soldiers died. You hear in the north, so amount of soldiers died. Agitation is normal. But how do you deal with the agitation of people? Call them to a round table. Listen to their agitations. And then start looking for a simple way out. Try to pacify them. Let it be that you have done that and it didn't work. Then you take the next and the final option. But this reaction should not be the best at all. It is not even confessed. It should be the last resort. But because we have people, that was how Niger did. They said they should go and attack Niger. At the end of the day, Niger messed them up. Now they have opened everywhere and Niger said, no, we don't want. Because the whole thing was not well thought of. You just want to show them you are strong. Why they are telling your guy, you don't have that power over us. We are a country. We decide how we live our lives. Let me drop it here, guys. Please drop your comments below. Really love to hear from you. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. I'm obedient and I'm useful. I hope you are. Fingers crossed. Let's keep holding them responsible and say it pans out. God bless you. I'll see you next time.